worry-free engineers. Gayatri Sasikumar here. Today, I'm going to share a very important lesson from my career. It is how our family situation impacts our career long term, our performance in the career long term. That is the topic. Let me tell you the incident that happened and how I realized how I understood the reason behind it, and then I learned that our family situation has a very strong impact on our career performance. Being a first generation engineer, this realization is priceless for me, and I don't want you to go through the same. So I'm here to tell you the truth. Okay? So stay with me, listen to this story. It was once in my career time where I had a project which is a new type of a project, which is not my core engineering related work, but it is about some functional testing project. So I entered that project for the reason, if I'm not accepting this project, I will end up in the bench. And I don't want to go to that. Throughout my career, there is no concept of bench that I've heard, and this one was freaking me. So I thought, okay, instead of going to the bench, by waiting for the my core department engineering related project, let me accept this for now. So I ended up taking that functional testing project. So I was a functional tester, and within 1.5 years, I got promoted role wise in that project with my client, from functional tester to the scrum master to the business analyst, and business analyst come product owner proxy. All these roles I have changed within 1.5 years. These roles were awarded to me by seeing how I am performing, by seeing my caliber. So I was so happy, and I was like, yeah, I was flying high. Yes, I have this capacity and it is working good. So my confidence level was increasing so high, and I was like at my highest place in my mind. So what happened is, once that project is finished, when I'm returning back to my home department, then I'm getting into a different projects, which is into my core field. It is during this time that I got also a feedback that there is no contribution I did in my home department, and whatever that I have done in my previous project is not accounted. And that pissed me so much. I was counting on my competency, see, without having any knowledge, just going into a normal functional tester role. I have made my way up to this level. I performed that much. How much competency I had, but I did not receive any appreciation for that. Instead, I'm like this. So I was so unhappy about it. But the project that is given at that point in time, which is my core project, and I was loving to do it, because finally this opportunity at least I got, that it is my yeah, my domain related project that I got. So that work kept me happy, escaping from the other a bad situation that has happened to me. It was paining, but this work like compensated to some extent, so I kept on doing. But the way how I worked here made people realize, my leads realize that my real worth, and they liked working with me. At this point in time, that incident happened. I was given some juniors to work with me where I need to train them, or we worked together. And this is what I have realized. Me coming from a process engineering background, having knowing the capital project industry's complete life cycle, and then getting into this IT sector, being a business analyst, a functional domain expert, I was doing that project work because of all these experience. At the same time, a junior who entered also with very minimal guidance for minimal amount of time period was able to deliver what is expected out of that person in that project. That is the incident happened, and that struck me very hard, and that is my realization point actually. Suddenly I asked myself a question. I was so proud about my performance in my previous project, the way how I got promoted with various roles within 1.5 years, how much I have done. Whereas here, in the same project, for that project, whatever it is expected, I'm also delivering, and a junior is also able to deliver after some learning. Then I asked myself, what is so special in me? What is so special? I put myself as an employer. As an employer, all that I worry about is my project. How am I delivering it? As long as I'm able to get people deliver it, I don't care anything else. That's it, right? And then I asked myself, so what is so special in me? Nothing. With the right attitude, any person who come with a learning mindset and free to accept what they don't know, and they are willing to grow, they are able to contribute to the project after some time. So what is so great in me that I carried that that pride? So that question struck me. Then I took a pause. I started reflecting what went wrong. And then I understood I was doing a reverse engineering. See, this is confidence about our performance, having that pride. It is a good thing only, right? I was thinking. But later I understood the moment I realized that, and I put my pride little down and started only seeing as a learner, keeping that learner mindset and only contributing to the project, my quality of the projects increased. I started attracting very high quality projects. I started getting appreciation like anything. I started getting full freedom at my work. And I also started getting respect from everywhere. Most of all, I started receiving more love in my workplace. That is when I understood staying humble, having that learner mindset does all the wonder. There is nothing that we need to carry as a pride. Then I asked, but having a confidence and being pride is a good thing, right? Then I asked, why? Why I got that super confidence, which actually turned into like an arrogance, like when people perceive it, it turned like that. But truly I'm not, but that's how it is perceived. Maybe inside there is some pinch of it, which I did not believe that I am arrogant. But when I reverse engineered, then I understood with my family situation, coming from a lower middle class, aiming such a high education, and getting into a very prestigious um, course, right? Very prestigious graduation, that to a very high niche, a male dominated sector, which is chemical engineering. And there I fought that I will get into a core engineering companies only, not into the IT. And then I got into the core engineering company. And then I had spent my 7.5 years there and then continued here in the IT industry as a domain expert. All these time, I was trying to find my place, conquer my place by trying to prove myself. Why that thinking of proving yourself in comes in first place? Why is that? Coming from that lower middle class, background and being a first generation engineer, we were always told that it is a very tough thing to get it, and we need to do whatever it takes to retain what we have got. So we believe that we always need to prove ourselves and stay there, be the survival mode, keep your seat preserved. These are all the things that is having an impact on our mindset. So we always try to prove ourselves. When you're trying to prove, you are not in the learner mindset. When you're trying to prove, you are desperate. You're not open for learning. You're not open for communicating. It is not the confidence that we are radiating. It is just an surviving attempt that we are radiating. That's not the pure confidence. That's what I later realized. And this continuous attempt that I was doing, and then the positions I was able to achieve, I managed to achieve by that attempt, made me believe falsely that what I was doing is right. Until I really get into a point that all the pride that I have carried, all the super experience that I've carried, doesn't make sense in one place. Even a junior can do that. It is that time it hit me hard. This realization made me stay humble, not only humble, but also so hungry for learning. When I had this, I also come out of my phobia about whatever things that I did not know. I was always trying to focus myself functionally on which I know something, some foundation, so I can speak from there. But instead, what I become is I started learning all new stuffs. I started being flexible to accept my projects. I learned on the job. And saying no that I don't know, I mean, saying I don't know that and I will learn it, an absolute freedom that we can get. Then I understood I was always, maybe with 50%, 60%, or 80% knowledge, I was always trying to make up that I know 90% or 100% to survive, to keep the seat. It was not giving me freedom. I was always anxious. I was always competitive. Whereas on the other hand, when I become a humble student with a learning mindset and I accepted that I don't know and I'm ready to learn and do it, I got my complete freedom. Now nobody can disturb me. Nobody can criticize me because what the attitude that I have acquired, that is divine by itself. It speaks for itself. It attracted the friends. It attracted the respect. It attracted the love. What do you think? Do you also think because you worked hard, you made some deliverable possible, because you saved some project from timeline, you have achieved something and you have become somebody great? I'm not telling you to put you down. What I'm saying is be watchful about your attitude. Be watchful about it. There are always people available to do what you do. But provided that you become more human and exhibit this type of a quality, people don't go to others, they just come to you. This is how you win your position in any given place, by serving. You don't have to compete with anybody in reality. That's just a myth that we have carried. There is no one like you. You are just unique. You are just one person. There is no clone available for you. If you are in your originality, there is no competition for you. People just love you and they love to work with you. Accept your originality, learn and serve. No need to carry a pride. All that you need is right attitude, learning mindset, and serve at the workplace. I hope it will help you. I'm sure universe made me speak about this. There is someone who is waiting to get this message, and please try to reflect on your life. All that we have carried from the childhood till date, it is having its own effect on us. When we know the truth, when we seek the truth, then we know the truth and understand and experience it. That is when our freedom starts. I am the founder of Worry Free Engineering Movement. You can find a worry free you, which is independent of anything. You are already free when you are already. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Signing off. Your Gayatri Sasikumar. Bye. Stay blessed.